Hi, welcome to Transforming AM, our regular video series where we're discussing key asset management topics and sharing tips drawn from our collective experience in the industry. My name is Lauren Russell. I'm joined today by Rory Gibbons, and he'll be discussing the critical role lifecycle analysis plays in the asset management process. Welcome, Rory.
Hi, Lauren. Yeah, lifecycle analysis certainly is critical to any asset-intensive organisation. For many organisations, service is provided through physical assets, and a reliable lifecycle model ensures that that service can be continually provided in a sustainable manner by ensuring that finance has been planned for each phase of the asset's lifecycle. Lifecycle analysis also puts us into a whole of life cost mindset. So we still see many organisations focusing on the initial capital costs, but typically these are only accounting for about 20% of the total cost of asset ownership. And lifecycle analysis gives us the means to move away from those traditional siloed approaches of each business unit, setting up its own budgets based on historical averages for their particular area.
Great points. Really important for, all asset-intensive organisations. So how can they start their journey towards starting their lifecycle analysis?
Yeah, I've seen successful organisations approach it in 3 key steps. Firstly, get started and develop a first-generation model. So it's tempting as practitioners to want to have all the perfect data, great lifecycle parameters, all validated by the organisational stakeholders. But the reality is it's going to take time to develop these things. And in the meantime, you're going to have a more immediate pressing business need to have a working lifecycle model guiding both the long-term financial planning and the shorter-term works packaging. Getting started with the information at hand and the knowledge of a small working group will allow you to build out that first generation model, meet those immediate business needs, and it also gives you a real product that you can then take to your stakeholders for further refinement. And that stakeholder engagement step is the next key step. And that might be engaging with works teams, maintenance teams, service managers, those in your organisation who understand your assets the best. And you might workshop through items like the expected life of the asset. You might refine degradation profiles based on the input of maintenance teams. You might set or adjust intervention levels and where those intervention levels are placed within the degradation profile. Whatever's going to add the most value to your project. And the engagement step's also really critical because it brings your stakeholders along on that journey with you and builds confidence in the lifecycle analysis process itself. And lastly, the last key step is focus on presentation to convey effective messaging. So simple graphs and charts can take us a long way. We all know that green is good, red is bad, but you're going to be dealing with a wide range of stakeholders from leadership to operational teams, and they're going to have different information needs. So you need results agile enough to appeal to each of those groups. So successful organisations are typically going down the digital dashboarding path, having results that include filters, the ability to slice and dice down information any way you want and meet the stakeholder where they're at. So agile, accessible results, really important to facilitating change.
Absolutely. Thanks, Rory. Sounds like a really solid approach. We all know that getting stakeholder buy-in is, of course, a critical aspect of the success of any project, let alone just within asset management. Do you have any last key takeaways for the audience?
I would say don't forget about the disposal costs. So with ever increasing environmental regulations and focus on principles of circular economy, the old days of taking the asset down to the scrapyard, applying 2 or 3% of its replacement value as the disposal costs, it's probably not going to cut it anymore. So particularly focus in on those if you're dealing with assets with hazardous or complex material. That's really important in your life cycle analysis.
Great, thanks Rory. It's phenomenal topic. Thank you so much for taking the time to share your thoughts. To everyone watching, we really hope you enjoyed this episode, and please keep the conversation going in the comments. Drop us a like, share, and/or follow, and keep an eye out for our next episode coming soon. Thanks, guys.